My phone's blowing up. Who's ready to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? I am. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For everyone that is newly subscribed, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. And if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Button to subscribe, it's right below. Then you never miss out on anything because this is where the party's at. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and I'm not disengaging like Meredith Marks. We're breaking it all down. Let's get into it because I know that's why y'all clicked on this video. The episode picks up with the fallout. The fallout from last week's blow up at Coach Shah's birthday party. So everyone is reeling from what the hell went down. So this week's episode opens up with Meredith and Seth, and it looks like Seth is living back in the house, and he's bringing her coffee and a rose because the rose is supposed to remind Meredith that they've fully blossomed. Ugh, I couldn't deal with that scene. It was way too much. Lisa and her son, they are saging the house because they need to get some good energy from what the hell went down the night before. Heather, she's being a freaking boss. I love Heather. She's over there at Beauty Lab and Laser. They're having a packed schedule. Everyone's getting their filler and their Botox, and I'm loving it. And then we move over to Jen. She is reeling from the night before, from what unfolded at the party because of all of the gossip shenanigans. She's embarrassed and sad, and she's very depressed because Sharif hasn't talked to her since that night. He's basically gone silent and left the building. So Whitney pops over to Beauty Lab and Laser to meet up with Heather. So Whitney has a range of emotions about what went down at the Coach Shah birthday party, and she feels as if she did nothing wrong. I mean, she definitely is to blame for the events that unfolded. I don't think that the birthday party was the appropriate place to bring up such drama because Whitney knew that the party was important to Jen, and she also knew how sensitive Jen is to Mary. So bringing up something that involved Mary obviously was never going to end well to begin with. Whitney feels as if she was just being a good friend, letting Jen know that Lisa and Meredith were talking about Jen behind her back to Mary. Heather, though, she feels as if Jen is so thirsty for Lisa and Meredith's friendship and basically blowing up and being angry at the wrong people.
To be associated with Lisa and Meredith is somehow validates her role as the upper echelon of women in Utah.
Which, I mean, I get it. Jen should be mad at Meredith and Lisa, and she's not so much mad at Meredith and Lisa. She's angry at Whitney and Heather, which it's mind-blowing if you don't ask me myself. And I said it before, I'll say it one more time. Do I think it was appropriate for Whitney to bring that up at Jen's husband's birthday party? Absolutely not. But Jen should be upset with Lisa and Meredith. This anger is misplaced. So Whitney and Heather, they are discussing their perspectives about how they feel and what happened that night. So Whitney wants Heather to have her back when they confront Jen about what happened. Whitney wants Heather to relay what she told to Whitney to Jen, which makes Heather very uncomfortable.
I want you to share with Jen what you share with me.
It's very hard for me to do.
Because Heather, is not used to voicing these type of concerns in real life, but she has no problem saying it in work life, and she wants to apply how she is at work and being a boss-ass bitch to her everyday life, which I can respect that. You know, we're all growing here. We're all fucking growing, and we're trying to be the best people possible. And that's that on that. So now there's this group of scenes with Meredith and Seth, Lisa and John, and Heather and her assistant, and it's back and forth between these three scenes, and each group is talking about the party and their thoughts about it and how they feel about it and the fact that it was embarrassing and inappropriate. So it's just back and forth between these people talking about how they feel about the party. And it's to the point now where like Meredith doesn't even want to be around anyone anymore because of all the rumors flowing around about her marriage. Which, I mean, can you blame her? She doesn't have a personality anyway, so I mean, whatever. Moving over to Mary, she's in one of her 5 closet rooms. And I say closet rooms because she doesn't use actual closets. She makes actual rooms in her McMansion into closets. And Mary's stuck in a fucking belt, y'all.
What in the world?
Go up first.
Up. No, okay, now down.
I think I'm stuck with it.
I love fashion for...
Here we go. Mary is bragging about her clothes again. I can't take it. She's using that church money to fund these designer goods. And it's all just very braggy. And there, I said it. How else is she affording those clothes? From that congregation coin. Oh God, this is literally insane. She wants to buy a separate home to store all of her clothes in.
I just don't know. I'm running out of spaces. I'm gonna buy a place just to put my clothes, like an apartment. Can you believe that?
How about this, Mary? Maybe donate some of the stuff that you're no longer using instead of holding on to it. Give it to the less fortunate. You are doing God's work, for crying out loud. Act like it. So now Whitney FaceTimes with Mary to fill Mary in on what happened at the birthday party. And Mary is very upset that Whitney chose to air all of that shit out at the party. And Mary was basically like, that was not the time or the place. You don't do that at someone's birthday party, which I get it and I agree with Mary, and you'll probably never hear me say that ever again. I agree with Mary M. Cosby. So Mary and Whitney are having this very serious conversation, and all I can focus on is 1, the hoarding situation that Mary is sitting in, and 2, the fact that Mary's still stuck in that damn belt. I am still so in shock over how self-absorbed Mary is, especially since Mary is supposed to be one with Jesus. She is so self-absorbed and so materialistic. It's kind of braggadocious, and I'm over it. We get it, Mary. You like clothes, but holy fuck, donate some of that shit. So back over at Beauty Lab and Laser, Heather and her business partner, they are checking in on the renovation of the bigger, better, badder Beauty Lab and Laser. And y'all, I demand a spin-off show for Heather Gay, Beauty Lab and Laser, and all of Heather's fam. Thank you very much. Bravo if you're listening. Give credit to me. Thank you very much. Heather is just a boss-ass bitch out here thriving. She said that her divorce was a blessing, which I 100% agree with, because she was able to create this brand for herself and market herself and be self-made and not have to rely on her husband or ex-husband. Heather even said it herself. She wants to be financially independent, and she doesn't want to take money from Billy. And that, I feel like, is so admirable, that she doesn't just want to rely on divorce settlement money and alimony, and she wants to make her own money so everything can be separate. Billy can have his money and live his life, and Heather can have her money and live her life and be completely separate, which I commend her for that.
Is he gonna still have to pay alimony? I mean, I would just not want to double dip. You know what I mean? Like, I'd want him to spend his money on building his life and business.
So now Seth and Meredith and Lisa and John, they are double dating, and Lisa and Meredith are twinning. They're in the same damn outfit. Meredith shares with Lisa some really big shocking news. Are y'all ready to know what the big shocking news is? I don't think you're ready for it. Meredith and Seth are back together. I can't. Moving on. So there's so much unseen footage that I need to see because I feel as if there's some things going on within this group that don't make sense. Like the Mary, Jen, hospital gate. The Meredith and Seth cheating, marriage, rumors, whatever the fuck they are. There's so much unseen footage and it just feels as if, I don't know when this was filmed, but it goes back months. And it's really hard to wrap my mind around it because it's like they do these flashbacks of like 4 months ago and it's like, well, can someone fucking fill us in so we know what the hell is going on? Thank you very much. I want this like to be talked about at the reunion. Andy Cohen, if you're listening, let a bitch know. So now Meredith and Lisa are talking about the birthday party. Like I said, y'all, we're reeling from the last episode. Everybody is talking about the blow up. So the general consensus is that no one is afraid of Jen and that basically Mary's full of shit, and they keep saying that no one went to Mary. Everyone is pissed at Whitney though. And I just want to know the truth. What's the truth? Is Mary telling the truth? Is she lying? What's going on? Is there just random unseen footage that no one's gonna like cue us in on? So now Whitney invited Jen and Heather to have a spa day. Spa day. You'll know why in a little bit. So Whitney can apologize. It's the famous bathtub scene that was in the trailer to the Salt Lake City premiere. If you know, you know. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit. Sit tight, stay with me. Thank you very much. So everyone is on their way to this spa, and yo, this spa is rustic. Oh, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Whitney and Heather, they arrive first, and here comes Miss Jen Shah with a fly swatter. Y'all, I'm so done. This is me. I relate to this on such a deep level.
I wasn't sure where I was coming.
Yeah.
Are my friends here?
Yeah, they're here.
Because I feel like you guys are going to kill me at Ted Bundy's cabin.
And yeah, that employee, she does not look thrilled about the spectacle that's happening at the spa, which she may or may not be the owner of. So Heather, Jen, and Whitney, they are making the trek up to the bathtubs. And y'all, this fiasco simply just made for the best television ever. And there, I said it.
Do you have any tips for getting up this hill? You walk. Come on, sis. You know what? We're almost there.
Jen is not happy about the tubs.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I don't. What the is this?
So we're gonna do the apology in the bathtubs, y'all. So Whitney is trying to explain to Jen what happened at the party and why it happened. And a lot of things get lost in translation. Jen is just so hurt at Whitney because Whitney knew that this party was very important to her and that she was Jen was trying to do better within the marriage, and she just feels as if it's so hurtful that Whitney did what she did at the party, knowing what Whitney knew about the party. So Whitney, all she's trying to do is just explain to Jen that she was trying to be a good girlfriend and pull her aside and say, yo, this is what's being said. But I mean, Whitney's delivery, one, she was wasted and couldn't get her words out, and it just got lost in translation. I don't think that that should have happened at the party, and I think Whitney should have chose another day to have it. Like maybe take Jen out to lunch and have it at a lunch. We know Jen loves food, so feed her and she'll be happy. Just saying. And then Heather is trying to explain to Jen that, you know, everybody had a part to blame within the fight. You know, Jen was to blame because of the blow up and throwing the glass. Whitney was to blame because her just delivery sucked. Heather is to blame because she tried to interject herself into the drama. It just all turned into a big fuck-a-duck, and it just didn't end well for anyone. And the whole Whitney is trying to apologize, but she's not willing to be sympathetic about it, and it just, here we go again, things are getting lost in translation. But yo, this scene was so explosive. I think it was one of the best scenes in Housewives history. I'm just saying. I'm going to tell y'all this, you just have to watch it for yourself. I can sit here and try to talk about it and review it, but you really just have to watch it for yourself, because so much happened, and me reviewing it doesn't give this scene justice. This scene got so heated, and Jen Shah, she didn't break the fourth wall, she shattered the fourth wall. And here's a fun fact about me. I love deeply, so much, a good fourth wall breaking.
That's what happens when you film me in the bathtub. Jen,
You're calm with Jen.
This is not funny. Give up an inch.
But this scene, so much emotion. Whitney needs to show up and be a friend and be sympathetic, and they need to just own their shit. Where's Lisa Rinna when you need her? Own it, baby. Own it. Own it. Own it. So after the big blow up in the bathtubs, it gets really emotional. And it's just raw emotion between girlfriends. And I'm just gonna say this to y'all. I'm just gonna say it. Whitney, Jen, and Heather are the true MVPs of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Lisa and Meredith literally are boring and have no personality. And Mary is missing. Mary. So we're still in the bathtub scene, and after everything exploded and all the emotions are running wild, Heather tells Jen that she is upset with her. She's upset with Jen because she feels as if Jen wants to be closer friends with Meredith and Lisa and not be friends with Heather. And Heather feels as if Jen is just gonna one day decide that she does not want to be friends with Heather anymore and throw the friendship away. And Heather is so scared to say this to Jen because she doesn't want to be rejected. It's almost as if she has PTSD from what happened in her marriage with Billy. And after all that is said and done, it ends with love in the bathtub. So moving over to Lisa's scene, she is throwing a dinner party in an outdoor yurt for her tequila brand, Vida Tequila. And she's doing a tequila food pairing, and she only invited Meredith. Oh my god. Lisa only wanted to invite women who support other women. Where's Ramona Singer when you fucking need her? Side note, y'all, rumor has it that this woman will be joining the cast for season 2. Allegedly, rumor has it, her name is Angie Harrington. She was supposed to be a cast member for season 1, but shit fell through. But this woman, it's rumored that she might be joining for season 2. There's your fun fact for the day. So now we end the episode with this very raw, emotional scene between Jen and her husband, Sharif. So, like I said, very raw, very emotional. Jen is opening up about how extremely hurt she is because Sharif is always gone and it's really starting to take an effect on her. So she's explaining to Sharif that she is drinking so much to numb the pain because she's so angry with Coach Shah because she's upset that he's always gone with his coaching gig. She's upset that he missed her father's funeral, and that's when she needed him the most. She had to make all these important decisions in regards to her father's health and the death of her father, and he wasn't there to support her and be there for her and to be like a comfort for her. And it just really affected Jen in such a negative way, especially with her mental health, and she's so angry. And we saw all of that sort of unfold, and it was just so emotional to watch. It really was. So that's it for this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And y'all, I'ma say it, this episode was frickin' gold. 10 out of 10, 5 stars, would recommend. Thank you very much. You have to just watch this episode for yourself because so much happened, so much emotion, so much drama, so much unfolded that you just have to watch it yourself. Next week though, all the ladies are going to fucking Vegas. We're taking Salt Lake City on the road, y'all. Make sure you get yourself subscribed to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and share this video with all of your Bravo lovers and comment below. Let me know what you thought of this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'll talk to you guys next week for another Real Housewives of Salt Lake City review. That's all I've got for you. I talked too much today. All right, I'm out. Bye.